be with you, and this is one of the few days of the year where I've been looking forward to, like, by far. Since, if you're new here, then you who dash then this Darth Vader hat and this Ewok hat probably gave it away, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan. My favorite Star Wars movie is The Force Awakens because Revenge of the Sith, at the time, George Lucas says, oh yeah, that's going to be the last Star Wars movie. So The Force Awakens, by it being the first new Star Wars movie, that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite movie. The other reason why is because is the first. It's not only the new Star Wars movie that got released 2 years ago, but it's also a sequel. And if you guys don't really know, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith are the prequels. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and uh, Return of the Jedi are the original trilogy. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Han Solo, a Star Wars story, are the spin-offs to are the Star Wars spin-off movies. This all happens to take place between Episode 3 and Episode 4. And Star Wars, The Force Awakens, is the first Star Wars movie that takes place after Return of the Jedi. So, like I said, it by being a Star Wars sequel after Return of the Jedi, and it being a new Star Wars movie in itself, is the reason why it's my favorite Star Wars. I mean, it being a new Star Wars movie after 10 years of not having a Star Wars movie is the reason why it's my favorite Star Wars movie of all. Well, unless if you count that Clone Wars movie, which most fans don't. And the Clone Wars movie came out in 2008, I want to say. And the Clone Wars takes place in between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. And it would be so awesome if I got to meet Daisy Ridley and Mark Hamill. I mean, it'd still be awesome if I were able to meet the other Star Wars actors. I mean, I already have met Daniel Logan when I played Boba Fett in Attack of the Clones. You know, the little boy version of him. And it was at Star Wars Weekend in 2012 at Disney. So it'll be awesome to meet Daisy Ridley and Mark Hamill. I mean, those two are on my bucket list. And Frank Oz would be awesome too, because, Frank Oz not only played Yoda, he also played Mrs. Piggy in The Muppets. And Mark Hamill also played the Trickster in the Flash TV shows, and the Joker in many versions of Batman. Which is the other reason why it would be great to meet Mark Hamill. This really, because not only because she's Rey, and not only because she's a talented actress, I'm just putting it out there, because she's hot. Don't tell my mother that. Anyways, now, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, May the 4th be with you, as some people, like my brother likes to call it, Star Wars Day. It's one of the few days this year that I've actually been looking forward to. Especially since I'm a Star Wars geek. So, that said, what's your favorite Star Wars movie, your favorite character, your favorite Star Wars actor, and what's your favorite Star Wars memory? I'll most likely share my favorite Star Wars memory in a future video. And there's one more thing I want to do. Now, there's this guy named Dastar that does this before every single Star Wars video he makes. And this is me giving him a shout out, okay? So, may the Force be with you. May the 4th be with you, I'm sorry. And